Going live. Hi
Okay.
there. How's it going, Hershey?
It's going pretty good. How's it going for you, Brother Thomas?
It's going just hunky and dory.
It's nice to hear that it's going funky and dory. Woo, y'all, happy hump day. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. And letting y'all know right now, we are not gonna be a whole hour tonight, guys. Just can't. We've got funerals and celebrations of lives to get ready for, and we got packing, and we got to get to the store. We just got stuff to do. So we're gonna hang out for a little while, maybe do some reads, and you know, got to get to the store.
So for the reads that I'm doing tonight, it's based on today's astrological goings on. In the morning, we had 6 planets line up at sunrise across the western sky. At noon in Europe, we had a total solar eclipse. And this evening, if you're out and about, you can watch the Perseid meteor shower. And so tonight's one of the climactic nights. And then you still can see it for a week, but there's fewer and fewer um, meteors per hour. We're in the middle of the debris stream. And this was also the meteor shower I caught while on a cruise one time. So I went up on that upper deck, where we
Uh-huh.
smoked. Then I went one
Uh-huh.
deck up where they had
Oh
all
wow.
the chairs and the running track
Uh-huh.
laid out and watched the meteor shower from up there.
Oh
And
wow.
it's it's so nice to watch a meteor shower there because there's a whole lot less light pollution in the middle of the ocean than there is here in near downtown Houston.
Correct. 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 Correct.
Hello,
Correct.
Angie. Hello, Maruda.
I know. I see our hostesses here. How are you, beautiful? How are things going? How are things? Hi, Angie. If I didn't say hi to you a while ago, I can't remember. I've got a lot on my mind. Got a lot on my mind.
Pre- Pre-show, Hershey and Kaneko were entertaining me. Hershey was shooting hair bands onto her bed, and Kaneko was dive bombing after him.
It's his thing. He's obsessed. Sorry, it's heavily distracted. There's this like plastic thing that you shoot and it's a cat toy and it shoots this little plastic disc thing. I want to get one for Kaniko's. Boys. They love it. They love it. They love it. So um maybe if I get a donation, maybe I'll buy him one. We're going to Walmart, so we'll have something to do while
Well,
Mama Mo is out of town.
the two smaller of the cats that come in and help themselves to Rhonda's food and water. As on their way out, they stop by the cat toy box to see what they can steal and take out on the patio to play with for a
Uh-huh.
while.
Yeah, Kaneko loves the fetch game. He loves it. He will bring it back. He wants you to do it again. He will go catch it, bring it back. I've taught him how to sit, how to stay. Right now, the current one is rollover. We are learning rollover. So I am teaching him. He barks. It's the cutest shit ever. Mo got to hear it the other day And for the longest, I thought he was coughing, and I'm like, he's coughing. And I told the vet, I'm like, he's coughing, he's coughing, he's coughing. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, what's it sound like? And I was like, a sick version of a very hoarse chihuahua. And she kind of laughed, and he does it all the time. And then he was in the living room and he was playing with his hair bandy. And you know how dogs, when they, kind of prance play and pop stuff, they kind of make that, I had that playful yiping, barking sound. And what Cole will do it, and Kaneko does it. And yeah, well, it's that, yeah, he's being raised with a dog, so he thinks he's half dog. He knows he's got murder mitts, so he knows he's still very much cat. Because oh my god, these two. The fun part is he just wants to prance at Cole while Cole chases everything through the house. It's the cutest shit ever. Because Kaneko is so gentle, and then Cole don't care. He just wants to chase it, so he will like run Kaneko over, and Kaneko just gets back up like, oh okay, and then it's hilarious watching them. They enjoy each other. They're gentle. It's wonderful. It's great watching these two.
Okay, since we're on a kind time constraint tonight, we'll start taking the me's, and if somebody can just watch for the folks that say me, give us
Yeah.
a heads up who's next.
Mm. Wah, 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 wah.
Okay, Angela.
Hi, Jane.
Angie, how you doing? Jane's here. Alignment. Eight of swords. So your alignment is the reverse eight of swords. So you want to free yourself from self-limiting beliefs. You want to you recognize that you can hold yourself back at times, and you want to get rid of that habit. You want, and you know you need to make that not part of your standard modus operandi. What obscures you? We have the page cups. So when you get uh, emotional, sentimental, um, you you know that your thinking gets clouded when emotions get involved. So you're trying to keep the clarity um, there, but you recognize that emotions are triggers. And for your direction and movement, you got the Knight of Wands. So you've got your, you know, you've got the need to move, and you've got the momentum to move right now. So finding your direction and finding what sparks a fire of passion and joy inside of you is great motivation for you at this time. And that's what I have for the astronomical observation for shadow work today.
Okay. So your blind spot is number 76. Number 76 is deflection, right? So deflection is saying that if this sigil found you, it is because there is something happening. And this as a tool is to help you avoid self-awareness in a situation where you really need to recognize something within yourself. To deflect something is to cause it to change direction by interposing something. It turns it off of its straight course and onto another direction, even back into its original direction it came from. Deflection is when something or someone communicates to another that causes a person to feel triggered. As a result, instead of taking and perceiving and having a perception about the criticism or the constructiveness of it, they either ignore it, deny it, turn away, get mad, or worse, they turn back towards the person and look at it as if they committed a crime in the first place. They do not have very strong self awareness. Now, I asked what was the energy of all of this and how can you kind of stop it? And it's a mechanism deflection. You know what I'm saying? So when we deflect, it's a reaction, right? So if you slow down, the main first thing you can do in this situation when you feel it coming on, if you understand someone's constructive criticism as coming from a good place, then just know, just slow down. Do not be harsh on yourself or anyone else or something else. No one deserves it, including you. And that's the blind spot that I've got for you. If it doesn't apply, let it fly.
So, Jane, get those intrusive thoughts out of your head, um, and stay away from tall buildings. We, we want to see you around. Um, was there somebody else who said to me during that time that I missed?
I did not see one. Bridge jump before into water. It was kind of fun. There's this bridge in Missouri called Beckman Bridge, and it's just this old fashioned swinging bridge. Anyway, man, back in the day when we was kids, the shit we was dumb enough to do, dumb enough to do it.
So, uh, did anyone out there see Muriel's Wedding as a movie in the 90s? I just
I don't
watched
think I
it
did.
again recently, and the character of the mother, Betty Heslop, um, reminded me of my mother past her post her mental breakdown, her past traumatic depressive episode, just sort of that catatonic 60s Valium, um, kind of spaced out um, figure. So yes, it's been long enough, and I recognize that um, that character would be how my mother was portrayed after her mental breakdown. Rossi is here, and she would like reading. Not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. It was just the way it was.
Uh
Um,
huh.
and I think a lot of it was brought on by um, feeling that adult orphan syndrome. Being alone, being without her family nearby, um, not having any of her parents or grandparents left.
Uh huh.
Okay, so Rossi, I'm doing the first card is called alignment, and that was for the six planetary alignment that we had this morning at dawn in the western sky. And your alignment is the Four of Cups in the reverse position. You're no longer going to be apathetic about things. When something is handed to you, you're not going to ignore it. You're going to take every advantage that you can get. You're going to take your hand and extend it to that hand and grab that cup and get whatever advantage is offered to you within that cup. It's about um, looking for the little advantages because uh, you've not taken every opportunity that you could in the past, and now you recognize that maybe you could be playing a game of catch up. So, and every little bit helps, especially as we get older, because our energy is not there. Um, what's obscuring you is reverse judgment. So, um, you know, eclipse days are that's what the obscurity is. The sun being obscured by the moon, even though we did not get to see that here in the North Americas. Uh, the that judgment, um, you know, none of us evade it. But I'm thinking that this is warning you not to be uh, hard on yourself. I know that I can be my own worst critic at times, and I'm thinking that this card for you in an obscurity position is saying um, don't remember you deserve grace, and you may not be used to grace, but give yourself grace. And then for your movement for tonight's Perseid meteor shower, you have the Nine of Cups, and this is the happy merchant. You have everything in your personal world in alignment. You don't have many needs. You're happy and you're content. Um, y- your emotions are intact, and you're happy for the most part. So remember to always take advantage of any small breaks that you can get, and no longer be satisfied with adequate. Go for happiness. Go for abundance.
So I had to argue with my team, right? Only because I wanted to make sure, because I didn't want nobody to come back and say I wasn't being authentic. I I want to make sure that I'm doing shadow reads on Shadow Night. But when they give me a blind spot in the reverse position and tell me that there is no blind spot, then why did you even give me one? Why? That was what I was arguing about. Then why not just not let a card drop? And they say it's still very much important. So here we go. It's still very much important. When people have that damn audacity to always be right in the norm, that's what 29 is about. Yours is in the upside down position. But in this position, it means somebody's always trying to be right no matter what. No matter what. But you're not. In fact, you don't value being right, being overly effective, or being ineffective. You choose to do right even in the hardest of times, and it's not about being anything other than morally correct for yourself. It's not about proving anything. So, I don't have a blind spot for you. Continue being who you are, continue being perceptive, continue to see both sides. Do not put anyone on a pedestal, including yourself. No one deserves that because no one's perfect. But always remember to continue to choose you and always do the right thing, even in the hardest of times. You do it quite well, apparently. That's what I got for you. I literally don't have a blind spot for you. So come back next Wednesday. I'll try again. I don't know. I did not get a blind spot. I tried. They don't have one for you. Not tonight.
Well, it's maybe it goes along with our path checks. Sometimes, we're not aligned with the path that we want to be on,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but, you know, maybe maybe we can't handle the blind spot that we're currently going through. It'd be a double blind to us. Um,
Mm.
or we could be self-delusional. I know I can be self-delusion a lot of times. I've got that very, very proud streak in me, and um, don't take help when it's offered to me all the time, because
Uh-huh.
I want to remain as independent as I can. Um,
Uh-huh.
but then, pride pride goeth before the fall, I guess.
Right. I mean, Rusty, at least, like, listen, I find my little characteristic issue faults, triggers. I find them little SOBs every day. And when I realize it, I try to correct myself. And when I'm wrong, I admit I'm wrong. And that is the most important part. Nobody's saying that anybody's perfect 100% of the time. Absolutely not. But what I am willing to say is that 100% of the time, I am human and also willing to admit when I'm wrong. And there's so many people that can't admit they were wrong. Like, that's so hard for some people. And I don't get it. Like, damn, how hard is it to say, oh, my bad. I apologize. I was wrong. You can always learn something new. Don't let people say they can't teach you something. You can't learn something from someone, no matter how old they are, no matter what they look like. Lessons come, and blessings come in the damnedest ways and the funniest places. You would be surprised where you find blessings, lessons, and those wonderful gifts that we just never see coming. And it just hits you blindsided, and you're like, how could I have known? You couldn't have. That's the point.
And
The
then,
unknown is a dangerous, scary place, but when you're there and you're fully committed to it, it's the best damn place to be because you don't want to be anywhere else. Why go back to that predictable ass programmed lifestyle when I can stay right here, force myself to stay present, and also humble enough to admit when I'm right and wrong? I don't
and
know. Don't know a worse place.
if it uh, new situations are scary and exciting at the same time, and if it works out that it wasn't the right thing to even go through, that's where you need to extend yourself some grace.
Uh
Um,
huh.
how do you know you won't like it until you try it? Okay, I tried it, I didn't like it, but okay, now I know now I know for the next time I don't want to do that again.
Exactly. Like nobody wants to adult every damn day that you're an adult, but it's part of being an adult. Obviously, you have to do shit. But sometimes we just get caught up in our own damn way, man. Like when we can't get out of our own heads, we can't heal. Because the only thing at this point stopping us is us. I went to the doctor today and I learned something. And I don't know, like, I'm not ready to just go all the way into it. And it's nothing bad or anything, it's just an observation. And now that I've been sitting with it all day, it's like, what if? What if though? And it's nothing bad. But what if, like what if it would have been anything else? Obviously, I'm still here. I'm still standing, walking, talking, breathing, laughing, joking, crying, having a good time, enjoying the moment. But there's just always that what if moment, but you can't stay there. It's like that. What's the nostalgia card? The six of
Cups.
cups. You think about it, you hang out for, you know, seconds to a minute, 2 minutes tops, in my case. Anything longer than that, it could spiral quickly. Because I can rethink some shit. No, I'm not trying that. So, we all have to release, and some of us have to have a place to release. So, some of us don't know how.
So, so the character of Minnie Threadgood in the movie Fried Green Tomatoes at the Whistle Stop Cafe, um, she was- she said of Edith Threadgood that um, after her brother Buddy passed away, that a heart can be broken, but it can go on beaten anyways. And
Yeah.
uh, it's not a good place to be in a world of heartbroken people. So we got to do whatever we can to buoy and help each other out. So, Jane, we haven't done anything for a while. So why don't we get together and schedule a time, and uh, we'll just do a talk on any subject that you want, and we'll uh, bring it out as a premiere video. Um, where we don't have to. It'll be a talk between us, and then later we can present it as a video to be consumed by everyone else. Hello, Josh. Dancing is a good release.
Hmm.
Anybody else want a reading tonight before Hershey has to go get some chores done?
I apologize for the last minute time change, Brother Thomas.
Oh, not a problem. Not
And
a problem. We did an hour and a half last night
we've
when we
been
were only
so busy. Yeah, it's been
standing an
so
hour.
busy. It's been very, very busy. Been very, very busy.
Yeah, and time constraint.
Dancing is, huh?
Well, em- emotions are high because you're going to um, visit celebrations of life, and things got to get taken care of at home, and time constraints and all that. So um, we understand that you've got things to do and places to be. So uh,
Yeah.
we cannot fault you for having relationships in your life that are meaning and deserve to be honored.
I will. I don't know. I mean, the um, the way that we hold on to the memories of people can be a true deserved blessing. So remember to tell people that you love them, and always wish them good, man. Even when you feel They don't deserve it. Not nice to point nor judge. So if you send someone that you feel is undeserving a blessing and you mean it wholeheartedly, can you imagine what that does on your return value? That's one way to think about things, you know. You still want them to eat, just not at your table. Humanities. I watched some really, really horrible earthquake stuff. It was yesterday or day before, over there in Colombia with all of the earthquakes and buildings just dropping and people. It was heartbreaking. It was hard to watch and it was heartbreaking. And I was just crying and saying blessings. And Mo got off work and she came in the room and she started watching it with me. And while she was doing laundry so that we could start getting her packed up and stuff, to get ready to go, she's watching it. And growing up on the West Coast, it's something that, you know, California and West Coast people grow up with. They grow up with earthquakes. I grew up in the Midwest and in the South, and we don't have earthquakes. We don't have them shits. We may have tornadoes and hurricanes, but we ain't got that. Um, and so I had a lot of questions, and there's no one better to ask than, um, somebody that grew up with them. And the ex- the damage that a 7.4, I think is what it was, or 7.5, 7.6, whatever it was, it's horrible that it did. I mean, just dropped it, just dropped. Apartment complexes, malls, restaurants, parking structures.
Because
It
they
was
have
horrible.
different building codes and they don't have the steel reinforcements and all those concrete buildings. Um,
Yeah.
they're they're subject to collapse. They have more multi-story apartment buildings than typically we do in the United States, unless you get into high urban centers.
I watched this, and I'm sure a million other people have watched it by now, but there's this one video of this man, and just seconds, you're assuming seconds before everything collapsed and just crumbled. He lays on top of what I'm assuming is his newborn, or at least his infant, very small child. And you see him get pulled out, but man, his back is just battered. And can't imagine, like, a whole building just fell on you. It's just horrible, man. It's just horrible. You
And
guys, when you do blessings tonight, do some extra ones.
I
It
understand that there
doesn't
was
hurt.
also some volcanic activity in
Really?
local volcanoes in that area.
Oh,
Fumaroles,
mhm.
um, no, not actual um, lava or anything like that, but gas venting events.
Wow. To family, Rossi has got people that she knows over there. Yeah, it's so heartbreaking, man. It's devastating.
This is in
The loss of
Colombia,
life
Maria.
is just hurtful. It just breaks my heart. Huh?
She wanted to know where it was. It was southeast of Bogota, Colombia.
So there's like so there was like, I think, like 4 or 5 cities that felt it, but there was like 3 that are so close to the epicenter, they just got leveled, like the downtown city parts of the cities. I believe it was three different ones. I think I listen, guys. I could be mistaken. Maybe it's two. Maybe it's four. I don't know, but I think it's three cities are they're just gone. Like they're saying that the area of damage is like the size of SoCal, like Southern California, or one of our smaller states that we have here in America. So um like that's a large area of damage, and they, as of yesterday, to my knowledge, today is a different day. It could have been a lot of ground coverage between what I know of yesterday and today, but they hadn't even made it to the epicenter yet because of how extensive the damage was and how much debris and buildings, and the more I talk about it, it's just going to break my heart. So it's horrible, man. I can't stress enough, man. Like there's just so much going on, man. There's so much going on. I hate those. I don't. It's not that I hate that. And you know what I saw? I saw people come together and form these beautiful lines and just try to move and help, and just people coming together, and they were silent, and the reporters and the news people, and they were just in so much honor and awe and respect because they had to listen for sound and debris and people yelling, and so it's not a bunch of chaos and it's not a bunch of noise. It was just beautiful, just working together and people coming together and forming these long lines to just take buckets and stuff. And I just thought it was beautiful the way the survivors and those that weren't affected were coming and helping. If I could help and physically go and travel, I absolutely would do stuff like that. Just because I want to help humanities be better at humanities, and just seeing that when it could have been something completely different, like it could have been something so much worse. It was kind of heartwarming at the same time as it was so heartbreaking to see all of the damage. And I think the loss, I think we're at maybe close to 300 now, or 250, something like that, in actual confirmed deaths, but there's still thousands that are missing. So just keep saying prayers.
So if nobody else wants a reading, let's wind it up so Hershey and Mo can get their chores taken care of. Uh, Remember, you're all special to us. She's Hershey. I'm Thomas, and you guys are awesome. Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.